page 4 of the Good News brochure, and it's question 3, does God have a name?
So basically, we're still on chapter 2 of this brochure, and we're looking at who is God. Yeah? And question 3 asks the question, does God have a name? So, from last week, do you think God is a person?
Yes.
He is, because remember it says that we can learn even more about God's personality by reading the Bible. For example, it tells us what God likes, what he does not like, how he treats people, and how he reacts in different situations. So does that sound like a person to you?
Yes.
Yeah, so do you know any person, like say at your school, in your class, that doesn't have a name?
No. Isn't it? Right. It's like when a person has a baby, they think about the name before it's born.
That's right, even before someone's born, they start there thinking about what they're going to call that baby, what its name's going to be. It's like when you had your first day at school, your new school, and you went in and the teacher thought it was important to say this is a new boy and his
Name is Asa.
yeah, that's right. And you know, and they all have meanings, all names, they all have meanings. Like your name means doctor or healer. Anyway, shall we read the paragraph?
Jesus said, Our Father in the heavens, let your name be sanctified. Although God has many titles, he has only one name. In each language, it is pronounced differently. In English, it is usually pronounced Jehovah, but some people pronounce it Yahweh.
Yeah, so we can see that when Jesus was on earth, when he was teaching his disciples how to pray, he said, Our Father in the heavens, let your name be sanctified. So really, he's making it clear, isn't he, that his Father, or God, has a name. We can find out what the name is in Psalms 83:18. Do you want to have a read?
May people know that you, whose name is Jehovah, you alone are the Most High all over the earth.
Yeah, you're alone, the Most High over all the earth. So Jehovah really is saying through the psalmist that for two things really. That first of all, he's the Most High over all the earth, and that his name is
Jehovah.
That's right. So let's go on to the next one. God's name has been taken out of many Bibles and replaced with the titles Lord or God. But when the Bible was written, it contained God's name some 7,000 times. Jesus made God's name known when he taught people about God. So look what he said there. In John 17, verse 26, he says, I have made your name known to them, and will make it known. So, can you remember who the author of the Bible is?
Jehovah.
That's right, he's the author of the Bible. So, if Jehovah is the author of the Bible, wanted his name written in it 7,000 times, do you think that's a big number?
Yes.
It's a lot, isn't it? And Jesus, when he was on earth, he wanted to make known that name to people. He wanted everyone to know what God's name was. How important do you think it is?
Very important.
It is important. And so, how do you think that they feel then when people go back to the Bible and start taking out his name every single time so it doesn't exist? Are they going to
Sad.
Yeah, they feel sad, like you. If you was in your class, all the things at your school, on your locker, or on your books, or on all your possessions, someone kept coming on scrubbing all your name out, how would you feel?
Sad.
Yeah, because it's like they're trying to scrub out who you are and your identity, aren't they? So, if we look at the picture, there's that picture there is Jehovah's name in the 4 Hebrew consonants, they're called. 4 Hebrew consonants, that's Jehovah's name. So can you remember where I took you, especially just to show you that name?
We took Betworth Church, and Jehovah's name was written in Hebrew.
That's right, up in the stained glass window, isn't it? So, yeah, so that's it really.
So if everyone's name means something, then what does Jehovah's name mean?
Well, that's a very good question, Asa, because Jehovah's name is just loaded with meaning, and it can tell us so much more about his personality. But I'll tell you what, can we discuss, should we answer that afterwards? Because what I wanted to finish off was with a video on jw.org, and it's entitled Does God Have a Name? And it says a sort of kind of stuff what we've been talking about, but it's got a lot more in it. Shall we have a look?
Yeah.